Hey guys, we are back with Scarlett Hollow. This is part 2 of episode 3, I believe. It's kind of hard to keep up because there's just a lot of episodes already, so. But last time we left off, we were out with our cousin, and then we bailed on our cousin pretty much at the convenience store and decided to go and visit Stella. Which, there were a lot of options, so I was like really torn on what to pick, but I just went with Stella because, I mean, she's the first character that, you know, we've gotten to know a little bit and gotten a little bit close to, I guess. And I just like her character, so, yeah. I barely even remember what we were talking about. Okay, wait. Either way, it's a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and see how Rosalie's. Okay. Wait, so are we going to their house? Like, I mean, I know we're going, like, later in the evening to, like, investigate his house, but, I don't know. Oh, crap. I actually forgot what the conversation was about. Why is meeting the mayor such an exciting event to you? He's just a politician. How charming can he be? You'll see. Let's scarf this down and head on over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor. Biscuits? But we didn't make biscuits. Oh. Don't worry about it. Shall we? Wait, what? Ooh. Reading adventure. Oh god, not that painting again. What is that? That is very creepy. It's like a foreboding, it gives you a foreboding feeling, like, I don't know. You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed in a corner of the main foyer. Now we're just waiting on Kanika. Thank God we had something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Lynn to the mayor for like the entire time I've known her, which is like the past couple days. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? Heck yeah. I love this. Oh my god. He's a dog. You could tell this dog is a mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. Oh my god, the hat is so cute. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. If we weren't able to talk to animals, this would suck though. Look at the dogs in the background. Oh my, is that a golden retriever? That is adorable. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. Good morning, citizen. I don't believe we met. I don't know what voice to do for a dog. Or for this dog. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. You take his little paw in your hand, but the burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. I must apologize for my security detail. He has my best interests at heart, but he could be a little gruff at times. I knew he'd be a dog. And what bearing does that have on anything? Sorry, dog. Aw, what did Tabby... Wait, did Tabby ruin it for you? How the fuck did I mess that sentence up? This town has had a dog as mayor since the early 1900s. That's just how we do things around here for some reason. It's the best part of living in Scarlett Hollow, besides the nature, and all my friends, and Winnie's biscuits. Oh, and the close-knit small town community, of course. I was so confused on how she worded that. But having a dog mayor is a close fit, no contest. Now, is there something I can help you with? You're not one of my constituents. I'd like to make sure I spend plenty of time with the voters. Mr. Mayor, there's something very serious going on in town. We need your help. Murmurs stir in the crowd behind you as you relay the danger to the mayor. Of course, the pet disappearances. I've been made aware of this situation. But what do you expect me to do about it? It's autumn. That's tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town, not with the mine faltering the way it is. There was a mine collapse last night. We don't need any more news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow. Do you understand? So you know there are monsters laying eggs in the local animals and you're going to just let it happen? Laying eggs? Don't be ridiculous. I'm sure that whatever is causing these disappearances is just a bear or a mountain lion. Oh my god. Even the dog is delusional. We've all smelled them up in those hills. They'll move on soon enough. This is a southern town. Plenty of people are armed around these parts. They'll take care of the problem before it gets out of hand. And in the meantime, it's best not to cause a panic. I'm a pillar of this community. It's my job to project strength to my constituents. Alright, you've had your turn with the mayor. Now move along and keep the line going. And by the way, I know you were up at the mine collapse last night. I may be off duty, but I'd be remiss if I didn't let you know that I've got my eyes on you. All of you. Let's hope the rest of your stay in town is a little less conspicuous. Yeah, alright. Great, I'm glad we could come to an understanding. Lynn, Deputy Franklin is a cop, just in case you didn't know. Well, that's great. Stella and Kanika quickly shovel out of the room ahead of you, leaving you to follow. I mean, might as well follow them. Got no business being there. Looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike him. What voice should I even do? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Lynn? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt. I'm sure she's in a better place now. Damn! Janie mentioned you this morning. That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch. I ain't buying what you're selling. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Perlan? Or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? Should I even say anything? I mean, I feel like I shouldn't really say anything about Oscar's place being haunted. Oh, God. Yeah. Never mind. Okie dokie then. I should go. It was nice meeting you, though. Of course, and if you find yourself in need of counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. Go away. Thanks for the offer, but I'm fine. Even after everything that happened last night? Not to doubt your resolve, but I know I would need to do some serious praying to work through the emotions from something like that. Heck, I had to pray over it anyway, and I wasn't even there to witness it. Well, if you ever feel like you're struggling and could use a good listener, you know where to find me. It was lovely to meet you, and you have a blessed day, Lynn. Go away, you creepy man. The pastor leaves you be and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. I heard from Lynn what happened. Oscar, I'm so sorry. Poor Rosalina, I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. She seems in high spirits right now, but they've got her on some pretty strong pain medication, so I'm not sure how she's going to feel when that wears off. And it was the whole foot? Yeah, it's bad, but she's alive. We'll both be able to move on from this, so we just have to get through the tough parts first. Tabitha told me what happened this morning, but I didn't realize it was so bad. Yeah, there was nothing left to save, they said. Sorry, I can't think about it right now. Oscar. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I better get going. I was only supposed to come back to pick up a few things, but then the hospital called and said there'd been some big bus accident on the highway, and they need the beds, so I had to come pick her up. Even though our house is still haunted, and the only place she can lie down until then is a dirty back room that drove her away in the first place, and Mayor Jimmy Day is happening. I'm just a little overwhelmed. It's okay, Oscar. We're here to help. Yeah, we're gonna get that ghost. We could always go ahead and do a ghost bus or whatever we're calling it while you're out, and she'd be able to go right back to her old room as soon as she got back. That's probably a good idea, right? If only, but it doesn't come out during the day. So any busting attempts are going to have to wait until nightfall. I'm still not even sure we can get rid of it at all. I think I'd have to see for myself that I was gone. It managed to trick me a couple times, and I can't handle any more surprises right now. I've got every ghost hunting device known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. We have the power of friendship on our side. Heck yeah, we do. If anime has taught me anything, it's that the power of friendship is unstoppable. That's a lovely sentiment. I'm sure Rosalina will at least be glad to know you all did your best to help her. I'm heading out. It should be dark by the time we get back, so I suppose I'll see y'all then. Oscar hurries off, car keys jingling as he jogs out the door. Let's head up to Reese's. Maybe we can get him to come ghost hunting with us. Oh no, you're not gonna try to get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? She'll kick us out for even asking. I wonder if he even knows what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Geez, should we tell him? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe we just play it by ear? Anyway, shall we? Time to go. So, about the mayor. I like the cut of his jib. It's good to see someone willing to keep things orderly during a time of crisis. And here I thought you didn't like him. I mean, I get it that he's trying not to cause a panic, so, I mean, I'm not against him, but like, I don't know. If you ask me, Scraps would have made for a better mayor. He's way more friendly than Jimmy, a real dog of the people. So, I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. That's all I have to say, really. I met him. He's been met. I have no opinions on the man. I mean, I don't really know him, obviously. We don't really know him, obviously, but I just get creepy vibes from him. Like, even his face just creeps me out. Like, wow, really? I've always thought he makes a memorably skin-crawling first impression, pretty much. Yeah, he has a tendency to stick in people's minds for one reason or another. And they're almost never good reasons. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. As far as I'm concerned, he's a ghoul. Ghoul. What the... And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for a friend somewhere else. I wonder if the pastor's cursed. I felt something odd when he came up to me, and the way everyone dislikes him seems excessive. Unnaturally excessive. I know this is weird coming from me, but not everything in town has to be spooky for supernatural reasons. Sometimes people just give off bad vibes. Agreed. We're allowed to dislike him even though he hasn't done anything wrong. That we know of. Should we invite Avery ghost hunting? I don't think Tabitha would want to go with us, honestly, so that's why I'm probably not going to invite her. Oh yeah, totally. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. I'm sure they'd get a hoot out of it. Yeah, I can't say I mind having a calming presence with us tonight. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping at our own shadows. Cool, I'll text him on the way over to Reese's. But what about Tabitha? What about her? You're not planning on inviting her, are you? Oh my god, yes! Can you imagine how fun that would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on. I know you think you have some sort of a bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. I mean, I don't think, honestly, I really don't think she would want to go with us. Like, okay, I won't invite her. Great, thanks. And if you don't mind, maybe stop trying to involve her in things. Excuse me, but she's my cousin. I don't want to keep looking over my shoulder expecting to see her grouchy face and thinking I'm behind me. I don't even know what to say about that, honestly. Tabitha is literally our cousin, so, I mean, we can invite her if we want to. Like, it's not up to you, bro. Alright, shall we head out? I don't know, that just kind of made me mad. Like, I get it. I get it if you don't want her to come, but, like, at the same time, you shouldn't, I don't know. You shouldn't get mad about it. Like, if you don't like her, then just ignore her. Like, that's all I gotta say. The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. Wait, what time is it? I mean, is it already like in the evening? You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlett Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey! Hey! Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Lynn, right? I don't know what voice to do for him. Oh god. You must be Lynn, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Lynn updates. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and I knew you'd probably want to help me cook too. What can I say? I make an excellent sous chef. I don't know if that's how you say it, but yeah. I'm sorry. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wander into a real estate showing. Oh my... I literally love, like, dinner rolls, like, for, like, Thanksgiving or something, or just for a nice dinner. Oh my god. And when they're, like, cooked and they're freaking soft, ugh. Now I want some! So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table, not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the dinner rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we could have a quick dinner and you could leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. I mean, you can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raised a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen. I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. Whoa. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. What? I'm gonna look at all the paintings. Holy crap. That's probably, like, well, okay, that's definitely not the creepiest, but... What is that? Is that a ditchling? You see that? Like a painting of a ditchling or something? Oh, what is that in the corner? Oh, that's lovely. Okay, that's probably the creepiest one that is in this place. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. Your mom is so scary. She could be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately, haven't been cleaning much. Your mom really looks out for you. That's one way to look at it, I guess. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition's been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. It's like you said, she's just looking out for me. Guys, what should I do? Because it would make the story interesting if I like pick that option. And when I watched this on YouTube, I actually liked his character. Like, I actually felt really bad for him. I'm gonna see what happens. I know you think you need her to take care of you, but I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who'd love to dote on you. I wouldn't want to be a burden on anyone else. Wow, you don't waste any time, do you, Lynn? Wow, you don't waste any time, do you, Lynn? I thought it was sweet. Wait, she's not like... Okay, well, I guess maybe she's oblivious. Maybe. I thought it was sweet. I thought it was kind of sweet, too. We are kind of being, a bit much. Especially when we just met. But you don't... I don't know. We haven't seen Reese at all. We just heard about him, so I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have put that option, but I did it, so we're just gonna roll with it. Anyways, did you know she turned us away yesterday? She said we couldn't even talk to you. You came by yesterday? She didn't tell me, but I was probably asleep, that's all. Are you sure it's not just that I did something wrong and she's never forgotten it and will hold it against me until the day I die? Actually, Kanika, I think she admires you. She says you have a good work ethic, and she has a lot of respect for people like that. Really? She really said that? Whoa. Then I can't imagine how mean she must be to the people she doesn't like. I think she's usually nicer to them. That's how you know you've really messed up. What about me? Does she say things about me? Do you want to know? Well, when you say it like that, no. I'll just keep imagining us as very good friends. So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple of days? Oh, she's told me all about what you guys have found out there. I wish I could see some of it myself, but, you know. He gestures in futility towards the wall of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The dog isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they look like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. See, is that what that is, too? Because that looks like a ditchling also, or like a worm ditchling thing. I don't know. Ew. That is really creepy. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. I agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. That's kind of an interesting question, but yeah. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlett Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or the dog didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so, but the point I'm trying to make is that other people are in my eyes out there. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone, or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. What do you think's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, that guy's been following Lynn around being all ominous. Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look for all our sakes. Your whole situation's gotta be rough. Sorry. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this thing for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so... I don't know how to say that word. Reese, you make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. Oh, ... You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep much food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time, or a short time. No one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So, I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box, just like everyone else. And I'm okay with that. That is sad. Dang, Reese, I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Surely there must be something the doctors can do for you, even if it's just helping you deal with the symptoms. The doc upstairs has consulted with a lot of specialists. I've tried a lot of medications. Sure, some have been able to alleviate symptoms, but they always come with their own fun side effects. It wound up being a question of picking which set of discomforts I wanted to deal with. I settled on constant nausea and vomiting and a persistent itch I can't scratch. It's manageable. As long as I can still paint, I don't care. And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it is just weird, like this. Ew. Reese pulls on the skin of his arm. It stretches unnaturally. Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? Whoa. Does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Your art. Each piece exudes a sickening miasma. Miasma? It's like you can feel something squirming behind the paint. The brushstrokes acting as steel bars, trapping some anguish being within. I feel the emotions you put into these. They're writhing just behind the painting. Or writhing. No, it's writhing. They're writhing just behind the paint, radiating pain and anguish. I know what you mean. I feel it too. When I'm working on them, it's like I'm channeling whatever's plaguing me into the paint. And when they're done, I feel like I've been emptied out, and all the vile things inside me have been sealed away into the canvas. That's why I make so many of them. Sometimes when I return to a piece, it's almost like I'm offering an invitation for those feelings to slither back under my skin. There are some pieces I can't even look at. I hide them until I forget they exist. I'd rather not let those particular feelings back in. Sounds kind of like therapy. That seems healthy, probably? Yeah, art therapy. Sounds like it does you good. Being empty must be better than being full of bad thoughts, right? I think so. It works for me, at least. Okay, actually, I'm gonna end it here already. I mean, it's at 35 minutes, but I don't know. I don't want to make them too long, but I don't want to make them too short. So I'm ending them off at like a, like a certain time. Like I always try to end them off at least like by 35, 40 minutes. So, and then I'm gonna make another episode soon. So, it all works out, you know? I mean, I'm still making more episodes. So, this was a very interesting episode. We met the pastor. Wait a minute, I just realized that. That is creepy as hell. Okay, so we met the pastor, and we met the mayor, which is a dog. I think it's Jimmy? Yeah, Mayor Jimmy. I already forgot the pastor's name, honestly. But he gave me creepy vibes, and the dog gave me, I don't know. I didn't really know how to feel about him. I mean, I don't know. He just didn't really care about the people. He just didn't want to cause a panic, really. But I feel like he doesn't really care about the people that much. We talked to Oscar just a little bit about, meeting at his house so we could do the investigation, which I think is probably gonna happen in the next episode. So, yeah. And now we're about to have dinner at Reese's, and then we're probably gonna go do the investigation after that, I think. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this, and if you did, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. Honestly, I really just like when people leave comments, like letting me know how they feel about the episode, or how they feel like in general, like about the characters, the story, all of it, like what they look forward to, or what they think about everything, about the whole story, about the whole game in general. I don't know, I just like having, conversations with people about it. But I'll see you guys next time for the next part. Bye!